That's the truth. By the way, there's an interesting thing about chords. A bit of knowledge from my music students, guitar students, and also from my voice students, such as they are and such as I have. It's kind of an interesting thing to watch. I'll take the chord of E. Well, I'll make it. I'll take off my capo. Now listen, I'm not that good a singer, but I'm going to try to hold a note. La. See, what I'm trying to demonstrate there is that if you're playing the chord E in the progression E, A, B seventh, then what you sing with E, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, da da ya dum, will fit with all of them. So if it's right with one of the chords in the progression, it's usually, although not always right, with the other chords in the progression. And that might give you a clue as to how to musically link the chord progression together, vocally speaking. So in other words, you can hold a note through a change if you want to, because it fits, it works. And there's other things you can do. If you know that fundamentally, although not always true, if it works with one of the chords in the progression, it will also work with the other chords in the progression. It meaning a note, a tone, a sound. Okay? I think that's kind of worth knowing. So, all right. Here's another one for my guitar students. Your capo can make a B.B. King out of you. What? Yes, well, first of all, capo up to what I think might be A flat, I'm not sure. G sharp, H. What it is, you capo up, pardon me. Is this? No, okay. All right. So, I'm just about to do the capo fail right there. So you capo up 4 frets. So in a sense, what you've got is a permanent forefinger laid across all 6 strings at the 4th fret, in essence. So you can just keep making the chords the way you're used to. So a C chord won't be a C anymore here. And an E chord won't be an E chord anymore, but it'll still be the same configuration. So now if you're playing So up in here, in this range, you're playing in the B.B. King range, you see. It's where he likes to play. And so you can make us think that you can play up there, when in fact you really can't. So it's just another thing to know. So when you're playing mid-range and you're up around there, it's kind of an interesting place to be. Here's something for my guitar students. When you're using a capo, which is as often as you care to, don't let anybody scare you into not using a capo. Everybody uses capos these days. It's no longer a big bad thing to use a capo. So what you're going to do is choke up. Now you want to play up, for instance, let's say most of your band is color down around there. That's where the timbres are. Here. And everybody else is like this. So you want to be about in the middle, so you can capo to about where there's room in the band for your timbre. And then you're going to adjust your sound, your tones. To not interfere with the other band members. The other thing is, if you're concerned that people will stare at your capo, they won't. You have no idea that it's there. To them, it'll look like you're playing in the middle of the fretboard, which is good. It looks like you're playing up here, like you know what you're doing. Now, anybody who knows guitar is going to be aware that this is wrong, that it should be that. But most people are not going to look for this. They'll be very happy with what they see. Now, the only thing you give up when you go mid-range like this is you can't suddenly switch down to your low notes. That is true. Listen to the lowest note you can hit. So what are you missing? You're missing... That's here. That's the only notes you're missing. 5 notes, no big deal. You understand what I'm saying? You're just missing a few notes. I've seen some people who are missing a few notes. They're still walking the streets. So when you choke up like that, you want to choke up into mid-range like this, one of the things you're going to have to figure out is how to squeeze your hands on there. Because it is tight up around here. It is tight there. And if you've got some big beat hooks, it's even tighter. So one of the things you can do is cheat your capo down onto the farthest fret up the neck. In other words, the previous fret. So that gives you some room. But check out your notes first. That is not good. Better. That's not good. Now, okay, so now I can have a little less room. But I have better tones. Now Now, don't be shy about adjusting your tones. When you get up into that range, you are going to have to change your tone. Just a little. So your finger's going to have to make some adjustments there, and that's what you do. When you cramp up like that, you're going to have to give yourself some room by cheating your capo down, up the neck, away from your fingers. Here's something else for my guitar students. If you're just starting to work on building your calluses and you're working on an electric guitar, use your, I like Planetary Waves the tri style, capo. What you're going to do is this. First of all, tune your guitar, just the way you normally would. Right? And there's your E, A, and B seventh. Now, what you're going to do is capo up 2, and just about the middle of that fret there. You want to get it so it's nice and clear. That's not clear. Both of those E's got to sound clear to make this work. So you've capoed up 2, which puts you in F sharp when you make an E configuration with your fingers. Watch. Like that. How do I know that's F sharp? Well, because, watch. Here's E. That's an open 3-finger E inside. And here is an F, properly made. Is actually properly made. You're going to do this, like that, all the way up. Now, when you go up one more, it's F sharp. So why go through all that hassle, right? Put a capo on, enjoy life, like that. So here's your F sharp. Get that nice tone, like this. Now, with this capo in the 2nd fret position, it enables you to do more tricky things with your fingers than you're able to do yet if you don't have calluses built up. So what you can do now is this. Watch. Here's your as if E, which is now an F sharp. I'm going to go to the A position, which is not A anymore. And I'm going to do a little squeeze in here. Like that, up toward my face. I'm going to squeeze those all 3 of those strings that I got hold of. I'm going to squeeze all 3 at once up, way up there, as far as I can. And then let them go a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to my bass here, like that. And then back, like that. So the only time I'm going to do note bending is on the A position, which is here, which is no longer A, don't forget. It enables you to do this because your strings are positioned a little bit differently than they are when you take off the capo. When you take the capo off, you have the bridge to work with there to contend with. You have all kinds of toothiness. And so you're going to have to press down a little more. See? when it's open like this. So when you capo on the second fret, not the first, but on the second fret, it makes it easier to hold the notes down. That's all. Just a good clue for you. If you're just building calluses, it's just so easy. You have to hardly touch it to make it work. It also helps, of course, if you have a good luthier who can help you to get the strings laid properly down, get the action working correctly on it, get your neck working for you, not against you, and help you to select a set of strings that will get you through your training period where you're training your fingers. You want silks or things. The tone is not that good, but that you don't have to worry about tone. You're not a professional yet. Only a pro needs to worry about tone. You need to worry about your fingers getting those calluses slowly, not quickly. Just ease into it so you don't get all bent out of shape and hurt and everything.